it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Today is July the 26th in the year of our Lord, 2023. I went to Aldi yesterday, primarily because there were some specific things I wanted as far as fresh food is concerned. Today is about 9 o'clock in the morning. The next day, and because I went yesterday, and this is not the entire grocery haul, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what I picked up. Because I had the only fresh food that I had left in my refrigerator was one apple. Yes, one apple. So I thought, I really am hungry for a salad and various other things. So I'll just share with you what I bought. And this was at Aldi. I bought some green peppers. There was 3 of them in the package. They were $2.29. I want to make some stuffed peppers. I just thought that sounded good. If I do anything different when I make the stuffed peppers, I will try to film that and show you what I do. I got some half and half. I wanted full fat cream, but honestly, I wasn't willing to pay that price for it because this was $2.55. A full fat cream was almost $5. I bought a package or a loaf of split top wheat bread, which was actually marked down to $1.29. This has been in the freezer, so that will go back in the freezer. And this is not my entire haul because some of it has been put away. Some of it's in the freezer in the basement. Some of it is back in my pantry shelves downstairs. So I'm not going to grab that, but I'll tell you about it. I got 2 milk bars, or 1 milk chocolate with almonds and 1 dark chocolate. I was going to pick up some chocolate chips. Excuse me. And I thought, this is fine. And this was $1.39 each compared to $1.99 for the chocolate chips. I bought one package of a small package of vanilla pudding, which was 75 cents. I got Kraft American Singles. Frankly, I would not have bought these, but they were sitting in the wrong spot, and I thought they were cheaper than they were. And then when I got home and looked at my receipt, I realized they were not. They were, let me see, $4.98. I would never, ever, 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 ever have paid that. But, oh well, what's done is done. I bought 2 sparkling waters. You don't see those here. One of them was 69 cents, and it was a Mandarin sparkling water. And the other one is the one I love, and I get most of the time when I'm at Aldi. And it is sparkling water. It's a grapefruit. There's no sweetener of any kind in there, and it's 89 cents. The other water was 69 cents. And then, of course, here where I live, there's a bottle deposit. Whenever you purchase anything, even plastic bottle, yay, that's awesome. I bought a package of the beefsteak tomatoes, and because I'm visualizing a BLT in my future, because I got all that bacon marked down at Quick Star. Yes, indeed. These were $2.89. The reason I did that is because my tomatoes are not ripe yet, and so I just purchased these instead to use on sandwiches and a BLT. I got cottage cheese right here. I was just hungry for cottage cheese, and I always buy the 4% full fat cottage cheese. I bought 2 bags of rice cauliflower. Those are in the freezer, but I just thought I would try the frozen cauliflower. They were $1.99 each. So I did pick those up. I got a seedless cucumber, which you can see I cut into because I made a salad last night to have with my supper. I experimented. I made goulash in the Ninja Foodie. Just made the goulash and put the dry pasta in there and everything and pressure cooked it. And I have to tell you, it's awesome. I hope in the future to be able to demonstrate that for you. I'll demonstrate probably spaghetti or other pasta. So the cucumber was or 95 cents for that one cucumber. Ouch. Large eggs were $1.03, which is okay. That's okay. I'm happy with that. I picked up a dozen. Regular bologna, because you know what? I like bologna. That's how it is. Sometimes I just want a bologna sandwich, or I want to make some ham salad or something, and I make mine out of bologna. I have a video on that if you're interested in learning how to make your ham salad. I have ground coffee. I picked this up. It was actually $4.19. And of course, it's 12 ounces, not a pound, but I like Aldi coffee, and so I bought this to just stick in the freezer to have a spare. And I bought a premium sausage, which I like their rolls of sausage. It was $2.29. I did buy brown sugar. That is put away. And I bought, they had barbecue chips, which were actually marked down to $1.79, and that was the cheapest on the shelf of anything. So I grabbed that to have, okay, with a bologna sandwich. I bought iceberg lettuce, which you can see I have already processed, and I like to keep a paper towel in with my lettuce. It makes it last longer. And frankly, bag lettuces, greens, do not last very long. I like iceberg lettuce, and so I did get that, and the iceberg lettuce was $1.79. The heads were quite small, but decent. They're not here, but I bought 2 bags of the mixed vegetables because I like to keep a supply of those around. They were 87 cents each. The mandarins here were $3.59. You can see this is 3 pounds, and the mandarins are a product of Chile. So awesome. They look pretty good. Let me see here. Oh, I got Greek yogurt. I got a large container of whole milk Greek yogurt. Now, the reason being, I'm going to save some back because I want to try the yogurt feature on my Ninja Foodie. I really want to see how that's going to work, and I'm going to try to make a half a gallon of yogurt in that rather than the crock pot. So we'll see how that goes. When I do that, I'll show you that process. But in the meantime, I've got some plain yogurt. I prefer plain yogurt because I can make it, you know, do a lot of things with it. And it's got a... the thing about this yogurt, the plain Friendly Farms yogurt that you get from Aldi, which is important if you're going to use it as a starter to make yogurt, the ingredients. Cultured pasteurized grade A milk contains the following live active cultures: Streptococcus, Thermophilus, Lactobacillus, Bulgarisis, and Acidophilus. And this one, I don't know if I'll be able to pronounce it. Bifidobacterium L. paracasei. Anyway, if you notice in these ingredients, there is nothing extra added. There's no thickener. There's no pectin. There isn't anything in there. There's nothing in there. This is just good old yogurt with active cultures, and that's what we want. That's how you should get the best results when you make your own yogurt. And that yogurt was $3.49, which honestly, it's Greek yogurt. I didn't think that was terrible. I really didn't. I thought it was okay. And it's a 5% milk fat, which, you know, I like the whole milk. I prefer whole milk in just anything. Okay? Whole milk. Because I get suspicious every time they take something out. I suspect they have to add something back in. I did get some mayonnaise, and I got dill pickles. Mayonnaise was $3.15. And my dill pickles, which are my hamburger dill slices, I love those. I buy those, and I actually reuse the jars to can in because they have lug lids, and they're awesome. The dill pickles were $2.25. I bought a small jar of olives for $1.59 and a bottle of ranch dressing for $1.89. Now, I have what they call these sweet pops tomatoes. I just bought some of them because I thought they would taste good in the salad, and they are delicious. They're really, really good. But then they should be. They were $2.49 for 10 ounces. But they should be awesome. They should be really delicious. They are. It's a nice treat. I bought some celery. The celery was $1.95. It looks pretty good. It's nice and weighty. And I did buy a bag of red onions, which are in the bin in the basement. They are $1.99. I bought these carrots, which are 2 pounds of carrots for $1.69. And you can argue with it, but frankly, I think that's a bargain no matter how you look at it. Actually, yesterday, let me make sure I got everything here. Yesterday, I spent a total of $71.52, and there is no food tax in Iowa, so good for us here. Okay, that is it. Now, what my plans are with this, I'm going to get this put back, except for the vegetable portions. I'm going to do up some celery. Now, just want to show you here. See these ends here? When sometimes in my cooking, I'll use some dehydrated celery, and this is how I get it. The little spindly ends with the leaves, I cut those off, wash them, and cut them up and dehydrate them, and that's what I use in my spice cabinet for my dehydrated celery, just like I use dehydrated onion. And then I process or do up the rest of them, which leave them into long celery sticks, and I can use them for a lot of other things. But this is bulky, and I'm sorry, the celery never fits in the vegetable drawer, so something's got to be done with it. Otherwise, it's just awkward. Do any of you have that issue? I do. If you do, put it in the comments, because I want to know. So, and I'll probably do up some carrot sticks because I like to have them for a snack. Oh, and I think I forgot to point out the zucchini. Or did I? Let me take a look here. This was I think I have some zucchini planted. I'm pretty sure I do, but then I'm not sure if I do, because after a while everything looks alike to me, and I kind of forget where I put stuff because I don't have that much space. So I squeeze a lot of plants in together. Let me see. Oh, the zucchini was $1.52 for these two. One of my sons asked me if I would make a video on how to fry zucchini, and so I picked some up so that I could do that, and he wanted me to publish a video on that. So I will be doing that. Other than that, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. Anyway, tell me how you're doing, and if you've been able to find any decent bargains out there. These are just things that I just needed to pick up. And I was hungry for some fresh food. And like I said, one apple. I had one apple left. And, oh, I had part of a sliced onion, just a few slices off of an onion. That's it. So it's just something that I needed to pick up. This is going to last me for a very, very long time. I will be eating this for a good long while. So I'm happy with what I was able to get. And my goodness, the store was busy. And you know what? Here's the funny thing. And I know this may sound weird to some people, but for a long time now, I have just a little notebook, and I write down the date, the day, and what I eat that day. and I might make notations of other things, maybe something that I need to do. But underneath the date and the date, I always put a little phrase of something or other. And yesterday I put under the date, count your many blessings. See what God has done. And so yesterday I went to Aldi's. It was so miserable. It was so hot. We have thunderstorms, by the way, this morning. I woke up to thunder and lightning and all kinds of other activity going on. My dog was scared. So anyway, I went to Aldi, got out my quarter, went to get the cart, and another woman was going towards the cart as well. She was thumbing through her change purse, and I went to get a cart, and there was a cart that no one had taken their quarter out of. They didn't attach the chain, so I grabbed it, and when I pulled it out, I noticed the one behind it was the same way. Someone had left their quarter. The woman was thumbing through her purse for a quarter, and she was having difficulty with that. And I said, so I grabbed the cart, and then I said, this cart, I pointed to the other cart, and I said, this one already has the quarter in it. I said, it's already free. I said, you should have that one. And she goes, oh, thank you. All I had was dimes. I couldn't find a quarter. She says, oh, I will take that. So I took my cart. She got her cart, and we walked in, and I said, well, God provides. And she smiled, and she said, always. And we went on about our shopping. So when I took the cart back, I did not reattach the cart. I just left the quarter because I thought somebody else could use this. This is awesome. So here we are going to Aldi, and I think because I wrote it down, count your many blessings, see what God has done. I think that God shows up in very small ways. And people call it lots of other things. They call it guardian angel. They call it the universe provides, blah, blah, blah. I know that. But I always say God is looking out for us. He provides. And it was just that one little tiny thing, not just the cart that was left unchained, but the nice lady that got a cart too. And because otherwise, if the other cart hadn't have been there, I would have given her my quarter so that she could get her cart. Isn't it? There's just, God shows up and goodness shows up. And sometimes we just have to remind ourselves that it is out there. Things look bleak. Things may look a little bit rough. And sometimes, I'm telling you what, there are some things that go on that's a little bit tough to take in sometimes. But count your many blessings, count them one by one. That's the old song I sang in Sunday school. Count your many blessings, count them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. It's awesome. So start your day, count your blessings, see what God has done. Live in expectation of good things, and I believe good things show up. Okay? All right. Even though I paid a lot more for this cheese than I intended. But, hey, it's good cheese. It's delicious. and it's a large container. That's a blessing. All right. I love you guys. You know I do. If you've had a blessing or something good happened to you, put it in the comments. Let's share it with each other. Let's encourage each other to just count our blessings. That is for sure. All right. I love you. And as always, little is much when God is in it. Okay? I got to get to work. I'll talk to you later. Love ya. Bye-bye. I got a PS for you. Sorry. I forgot to take the mozzarella cheese out of the refrigerator. I did buy, this is a pound bag of mozzarella shredded. And it is, it was doodly doodly doo. Yes, I'm still here. It was right there. Oh, $2.99 for that bag. And I forgot to tell you how much the bologna cost. The bologna cost $1.48, and it is still 1 whole pound. Woohoo! All right. Sorry about that. All right. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.